The book of Jeremiah, chapter 9, verse 15 and 16. Thus therefore said Yahweh of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will feed them, even this people, with wormwood, and give them water of gall to drink. I will scatter them also among the heathen, whom neither they nor their fathers have known, and I will send a sword after them till I have consumed them. Okay, first and foremost, I'd like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to the items that's pushing the truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to the whole elect, then to those that cleave to the body. And in this lesson today, we got this little quotable, this damn devil got, all right, John D. Rockefeller, who's direct descendant of the physical counterpart Satan upon the earth, all right, the wicked, the sons of the wicked, okay, and ultimately who gets his inner jail, according to the book of Thessalonians, all right, after working of the spiritual demon Satan, okay, they're in direct connect through they commune evilly. I mean, they commune with each other through sorcery and you know, the CERN and, you know, different things that they have brought forth to where they summits the spirits of the evil, man. Remember, the angels stand before the land of the throne of the Lord, fearing and trembling to his left and to his right, and they're guided, okay, by the left hand angels, which are technically doing the work of the Lord. So what they've done, you know, is fulfill biblical prophecy, as I'm reading on this little article that the Saquon put in, all right, the chat. They fulfill biblical prophecy. That's how you know Satan is a direct servant under Yahweh, right, and given charge from the angels to do exactly what the Lord pleased to get done, okay? Because Satan fulfills the Heavenly Father will too. He created Satan to be adverse unto him and to his people, okay, and ultimately to what? Be an example unto us for going off, man, doing wickedly, you see. So, and the reason I brought that out again, Jeremiah, that these people attempt to get ahead of us, though it yet it be by evil means, and this was a curse, man. Okay, it's like 28. Yeah, I remember, because Jeremiah was reiterating, you know, what curses would come upon us, okay, and once we would forsake our heritage and serve other gods, you see. Let me get this done. Well, let me read the article. It says the poisons will be hidden in everything that surround them, and what they drink, eat, breathe, and wear. So everything. See, a wise man will fear in everything. See, it'll help him to look forward to his doings, or allow him to stay prudent. Okay, got it underlined here. It says we must be ingenuous in dispensing the pauses, for they can see far. Okay, let's break that down. Okay, let's deal with this word ingenuous, right? See, they'll do it in a intellectual, clever, right? And that's why their nickname or surnamed cunning. Okay, because there was none more cunning, gifted with genius. You see, and you gotta watch that word genius. Okay. See, they use these words full of intellect, right? Do not they say they are the illuminated ones? You see? Let's get this word genius right here. A person who is exceptionally intelligent or creative, either generally or in some particular respect, right? So Eve was beguiled of the devil, to let you know this is one of his characteristics. All right. This is Genesis 3 and 13. It says, and the Lord said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. You see? So even from the beginning, even though she ate of the fruit of the philosophies of the wicked, okay, this was like unto poison unto us, because once you're poisoned spiritually, that would house your overall constitution. So once you're poisoned mentally, then there will be nothing for you to lead, for you to be poisoned in what you eat, drink, and move, and amongst other things, because everything is controlled from the spirit. Okay, so from the start, the serpent beguiled Eve, right? And she ate, and then Adam cleaved unto her. So it was a sense of clever, right? Remember, he's a cunning hunter. See that? In Proverbs 25:27, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. Let's get that. Okay. So he's clever in how he poisoned Jake through words, different words. Jake don't, kind of look up anything, right? He poisoned you by advertisement, and he really poisoned you by following, setting, men up of your own kind to eat and drink and promote, the poison, man. It's like he set the trap and then tell the Lord, and he accuses us. See, he accused of our brethren. He tell the Lord, hey, look what they're doing. They're not eating of your commandments, man. We're talking about literal eating. You see? Yeah. So literal eating affects the way we spiritually eat too. That's why good health and good estate is above all things, because it's going to clear your mind. You see? It cleanses your mind as you eat. Okay. No, I'm a little bit all over the place, but this ingenuous is very, let's get cunning here. I ain't intend for it to be this long. Learned, skillful, possessing knowledge. See? Right? They call themselves scientists. Okay? While they doing experimental projects to keep Jake sick, man. All right? And part of the fall, or the falling away, came because not only was it biblical prophecy, but it was also, okay, because we sinned. And ultimately, when you look into the root and depth of sin, okay, that it brings sickness. And that's why we're sick to this day, because of sin. See? And now we're even sicker because of what? The foods we consume. It says skillfully deceitful. And that's Edom, right? Skillfully deceitful, characterized by crafty ingenuity. You see that? All right. So you see that? But this was a curse carried out. And Deuteronomy 28. So this devil fulfilled biblical prophecy. I mean, you can't be mad at him because he's only doing the work of the Lord. But we pissed off, but, you know, we still, you know, I mean, matter of fact, can this guy change his mind? Jeremiah 13:23, can an Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots? Right? And if you go back into biblical secular history, Alexander the Great, which is one of the forefathers of Edom, all right, that they looked up to, okay, he wore a leopard hat, right? He had the sign of that leopard. But it's not, you know, in a sense, saying it's talking about a literal leopard that has the, you know, the has his skin on him. But it says, then may ye also do good. Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. Well, the devils can't do good, man. It says we will teach them the poisons are good with fun images and musical tones. Those they look up to will help. We will enlist them to push our poisons. J.D. Rockefeller. You know, but congratulations, he played himself. See? See that? Deuteronomy 28:30. This is why he had nothing to do with this, because the Lord promised us if we would go off and sin off, that this would happen. You see? Deuteronomy 28:38. Thou shalt carry much seed out in the field, and shall gather but little in. The locust shall consume it. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, and shall neither drink of wine nor gather in the grapes, for the worm shall eat them. Remember, I opened up in Jeremiah saying what you know, the worms will do, right? Giving wormwood for our food, man. We shall pick up serpents and live. We eat dung cakes, okay, and amongst other things, because that's when you fall, great is that fall, especially us, because he scourged us as sons, he chastised us as sons, you know. So when these devils come down, how much more they chastisement? 1,000 times more. See? And it says, thou shalt have no olive trees throughout all thy coast, but thou shalt not anoint thyself with the oil, for thine oil shall cast his fruits. See? Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. And all the trees and fruit of thy land shall the locust consume. All right, you can liken Esau unto the locust, man. Right? Eating up our commonly good things, poisoning the vineyards. They literally doing that. You know, dropping Monsanto seeds all in farmers' garden, and you know the farmer movement been completely, it's now completely artificial, man. You know, all the farmers done got paid off, pushed out the way. Crops done got poisoned, right? All because of this damn devil, man. All right. So this is what you up against, man. Right? Poison was what the Lord gave us, man, because we stayed perverse and stayed thereupon. Poison, a deadly portion of substance. So debt, this man is as debt, so all his substance would be, all his substance would consist of debt. That's his complete constitution. Spiritually corrupting ideas, evil intentions, poison, a drink, especially a medical drink, or a magic potion, you see? So what he give Jake? Sorcery, man. Right? The delusion of thinking they're under the influence of something that's going to help them, but ultimately you're drinking democracy, man. You know, you find yourself drinking debt. Okay? Get this. And I'll get out of here, all right? This is Wisdom of Solomon. (15 and 12). But they counted our life a pastime, and our time here market for gain. For say day, we must be getting every way, though it be by evil means. So they're going to get us in an evil mean, man. So that poison is still identifiable to today, even at what? At its highest cunningness and craftiness. You see? Because not only have they been exposed, okay, their agenda have been exposed too. So people are aware of it, and guess what? The poison is still on 2/3 of our people, man. Right? That's what makes this prophecy so great. And he used the devil to do it, so he can also what? Break his sword, man. All right. So if they got the sword behind us to pursue us, right, and the sword is killing instruments, whether that be by the poisons, the waters, philosophies, doctrines, you know, idolatry, whatever it may be, so yet it be behind us. Okay, now that sword is about to be turned, and those poisons are about to be given unto these devils. So I don't want about the that was that. Next time I say shalom.